name's Amanda McClune, Digital Marketing Officer with the Millennium Forum Theatre and Conference Centre. Well, we initially, I suppose it was something that we had been looking to do for a while, was to open communication lines with, the local college, the North West Regional College. And I suppose we thought that video was an area that we were looking to develop, and we decided then that we would contact the media department and see if it was something that you guys were interested in. Thankfully you were, which was great. We initially met with the team and Faustina to talk about the brief, and it was something, that Faustina and Suzanne initially were very enthused about, and thought that it was a great project and it would be great, for the students. So I suppose then just a little bit about the brief. Panto's our biggest show of the year. It's a Millennium Forum production, so we tend to have a little bit more leeway in terms of what we can do and with budgets and things. So for this particular piece, we required a trailer, a piece of box pops, and a piece on the Dame. The Dame who, William Caulfield, he was celebrating 10 years being our Panto Dame. From the outset, the team were very professional, very easy to work with. I suppose given the nature of Panto, we were quite tied to certain shows that we could have recorded. For example, with the schools, we had to get permission from the schools and the teachers to allow the children to be filmed, etc. And they were very, very flexible, very accommodating. And sometimes at very short notice. And I suppose that's as much notice that we had, particularly too, with practice and the cast, and trying to get some footage and filming of that. They were very, very accommodating. We were able to work around what we had on the day of filming, particularly for the Vox Pops and the schools. And there were a few different elements that we were looking to be covered that day. For example, behind the scenes footage, like little snapshots of the Dame getting ready and other cast members getting, basically transforming themselves into their character. And the team were able to execute that very, very well. There were certain members that were allocated for that time, and they had certain, the cameras that would have worked well, specifically for that. And I think that really, really reflects well on the footage, that we had. But it was really, really great and worked really, really well for us. A special request that we had that excuse me, was to have the show being filmed, which was which was above and beyond the specification, and again that wasn't a problem. They were able to assign a team member to that particular task. I'm sure that they could have talked the Panto at the end of it, but it was fantastic for us. And that was something the chief executive was able to have a look at, and just go through and make sure that everything flowed, and in terms of timing and things, and that was great. And I suppose it was almost 3 hours long. The standards, what I personally was really impressed with was the equipment, from the very outset, even at the brief. I remember delivering the brief, and it was like there was a camera crew in front of me. I was really, really impressed with the quality of the equipment, and I suppose the professionalism of the team from the outset. And how they were, whilst yes, they're students, that certainly wasn't reflected in the quality of the work that we had. The quality of the work was fantastic. It was, it was excellent. We were delighted with it. And it's something that we will have, and we'll be able to show, especially for next year, because that's what we do. We always look back, and I think this year more than any year we have the most that we've ever had, and the quality and the editing and everything. It was just fantastic. Just with regards to deadlines, I suppose just with the nature of panto, we can only start to film certain things whenever the show starts. The show runs for it was 36 shows over the period of a month, and there's quite a lot that has to be squeezed in terms of, we use it for audience development. So the videos and the footage and all those resources, we need them quickly, so we can let everyone see, they have to come and see our show, from receiving the first edit, then me sending through certain changes, like they were turned around really, really quickly, and sometimes in the evening time, in terms of emails and that, so definitely they went above and beyond. The team would have been liaising with a lot of members of our team, and they were so, they were just so easy to work with, nothing was a bother, and we would definitely be delighted, to work with them again, and would recommend them to anybody. And I suppose then just a personal word of thanks to Faustina and Connor, who were, I suppose, instrumental in making it all happen. Yes, the team and everything, but Faustina was great and so hands-on. We would definitely work with the media department again, absolutely, and I hope that this is an ongoing relationship for us as a theatre. I suppose not just for Panto but for other projects. I definitely do think that there's a mutual benefit there. Certainly for us, to have that. We're the biggest theatre in the Northwest. The biggest college in the town. So no, definitely, it would definitely work with them again, and would recommend them. Absolutely. The guys did a cast trailer for us, just including some of the main characters of the show, and the trailer we put it up on our Facebook page, and it had in excess of 21,000 views on Facebook. That's the most views any video that we have ever shared had got. I suppose it was great, and we've no doubt that attributed to people wanting to come and see the show.